Hello everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be continuing with our series in PAPERCRAFT Society Box 41. And there are no flowers today, but this time, this little, if I hold it like that, this, actually I don't think you can see that either. Let me put it on a white card for you. This little corner embossing folder is going to be the star of our show. So, I'll pop that to one side for a second. You will need a piece of white card. Well, you don't have to use white card. I'm using white card. And this is another 5x7 card. So you'll need a card that measures, a card base that measures 5x7. You will also need a mat that measures 5x7. Now, you don't have to use this colour scheme. I've decided to go on a slightly different colour scheme. So I'm using this gorgeous little embossing folder, the one that I've just shown you, to show you how wonderful this goes with anything you've already got in your stash. Or if you haven't got this box yet, or you're not a member of PAPERCRAFT Society, you can use any embossing folder you've got. It doesn't have to be a little one, and you can cut it down. This one will be a 2x2 inch, and I'll give you all of the measurements as we go along. And as always, they'll be in the description box below. So we'll start this card. We have a 5x7 card base. And this time I'm using this beautiful mottled purple mat, but again you can use any colour scheme you like. And this is also 5x7. And we're going to add this, we're going to do this card from scratch. We're going to add this with some glue stick. So make sure you use a good strong glue stick. You can use tape, you can use runner tape, you can use double-sided tape, you can use red line tape if you want to. Or you can use something like a tacky glue. You can use whatever adhesive you usually prefer to use, but I'm going to use my glue stick. But if you do use a glue stick, make sure you use a good strong one. So I'm going to use my orange glue stick because I like it. And if you're in the UK, Pritt stick is a good one. That's nice and strong. And anywhere else that you might be, use whatever glue sticks that you've got. You'll know the ones in your own country. So there we go. So we've already got one card base and a mat. You will need, well, I'm using a mottled. Well, I wanted a patterned paper. There are no patterned papers in our packs as such, apart from, well, there are some patterned papers in there, but I wanted something a bit different. So I wanted a patterned paper, and I've found this in my stash. And this one measures 4.5 by 4.5. No, it doesn't. It measures 4.5 by 6.5. I beg your pardon. The motorbike went past me. It threw me a bit. So this is a double-sided paper. And so when you've got a double-sided paper, of course, you have the choice. Actually, I think I'll leave that there. It's stuck to me, Matt. You have the choice of which side you're going to use. So I'm going to use the other side, the mottled side, because it goes with our colour theme for today. So there are no flowers, as we said, but I am going to be using the embossing folder. You'll see the embossed section in just a little while. We're just going to get these mats and layers sorted out first. And of course, if you use glue, you've got time to slide it into place and get it reasonably even. And I've got one more mat to put on, and this time it's a blue, a pale blue, and this measures 6x4. 6x4 inches, that is. So I'm just going to very quickly pop this on like this. And the key to putting these other bits together is making sure we display the design and the detail of our embossing folder. And there is a special way of putting that together. And I'll show you what that is in a minute. Or the way I put it together anyway. Might not be particularly special, but I've matted them up onto some card. Now, for those who haven't got PAPERCRAFT Society yet or not a member, these squares measure 2x2, and the backing sheet I've chosen is 2.5 by 2.5. Now, if we decided to just lay these down, I've got 3 different colours, like that, we're going to lose an awful lot of that beautiful embossed pattern. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you, I figured out a way of making sure that we reveal or keep as much of this pattern as possible. So we're going to put this together from scratch as well, this bit here. So what we're going to do, again, I'm going to carry on with my glue stick, my orange glue stick. And what we're going to do, we're only going to put glue on half of the mat, on the embossed, where we're going to put the glue on the embossed side, but we're not going to put it on this bit up here. And we're going to have it in a diamond form. So we're going to have it with the points facing us like that. So you can almost see that. So if I lay that down there like that, and I'll move that card up so that if I put this in there like that, you can see what I'm doing. So I've put glue just on this half, and so this half is lifted, it's free, which is what we want. So now what we're going to do, we're going to lay that card down flat like that. If I just pop that out just a wee bit, that's better, then you can see what I'm doing. So I wanted you to see the full screen. So this time, the mat, we're going to glue down the full one. So we're going to put glue over the whole of the back of this, like that. And we're going to put it right on the edge so we get as much of this pattern in as we can. And so I'll show you again. I've got 3 different ones, so we've got 3 chances of getting this right or figuring out how it's done. So I'll put it this side this time. So once again, we're going to put glue on one half, and we're going to put it on the embossed half. So you'll see the embossed half through your card. So put your glue on like that, turn it over, make sure you can see, and just lay it down in the centre of your mat, but only press the bottom half down, like that. And then what we're going to do, we're going to glue this, but we're going to glue it in so that it just sits like that. So that will go in and it'll sit like that. So you've still got some of that, quite a bit of that embossed panel showing. And again, we are going to glue that down. So we're going to put glue all over the back of that panel there. And we're going to slide it under that part that we've put down. Not all the way, but I'd say about there. Make sure we line it up, and that's going to sit down like that. It'll stay nice and flat. And we're going to do that one more time. I've just coloured my own. I've watercoloured this card, but I wanted my own. I wanted a slightly different colour scheme, so I've just watercoloured my own card. So again, once more, we're going to put glue on the one half only, and that's the embossed half. And then we're going to line that up like that. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. It's an awkward angle. So that will go like that. Actually, we could have put that, actually the top one, we can put all the way down because there will be nothing to slide underneath there. So the top one we can put down, but if you want to leave it up, that's absolutely fine. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide that under there like that. And I'm going to stick it down like that. So we now have a lovely card. You've got a bit of texture there, which is absolutely gorgeous. And we've got the only problem with this is, well, it's not really a problem, but we've got some gaps that we need to fill, or I'd like to fill anyway. So again, in my own stash, I've been raising my stash, and in my bling, in my bling drawer, I found some gorgeous little bits and pieces, little squares. So I'm just going to pop you in just a smidgen, not too much, or you won't see. But I'm going to leave it there like that. And what I'm going to do, I found 3 coordinating bits of bling on a sheet. So I'll just pop the glue out of the way. So this one, I'm just going to take off the back, and I'm going to glue that, or stick that one, onto the coordinating mat like that. So that one's going to go on there. I don't know yet whether I'm going to use the blue, having said so, having thought about it. But I'm definitely going to use the pink because I don't like that gap. I'm going to put the pink up there. I feel I ought to use the blue, but if I put it there, it's going to cover up. Perhaps I won't bother with the blue. We'll have it like that. So there we go. There is, I'm not quite sure what we're going to call this. Layered embossed corner card. Bit of a mouthful, isn't it? But unless I can think of a better title, this is going to be a layered embossed corner card because we've used an embossed corner die and we've layered it. So it's unless I can think of a better title, it's a layered embossed corner card. So it's quite simple to put together. There are no flowers on this one. So if you wanted to, you could change the colours out and use it for a gentleman's card or a male card. So that's entirely up to you. So there we go. There is our layered embossed corner card. And I'll be back very soon with the next card in our series. And I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you to those who subscribed. If you're watching and you're not subscribing, I'd love you to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. And then you'll never miss any cards in the rest of this series or indeed future series that we come on this channel. So I'll see you very soon with the next card in this series for Papercraft Society Box 41. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Take care everybody, have fun, and as always, happy crafting. Bye bye for now.